There was a rather key point that may have been lost on many people following the Blac Chyna-Rob Kardashian scandal yesterday morning. After being granted a restraining order against her ex-fiancé and then speaking to the press about how she's worried Kardashian may harm her, Chyna and attorney Lisa Bloom were asked about the whereabouts of daughter Dream. The answer? She was with her father. In other words, no matter how low Rob may have stooped last Wednesday by dragging Chyna's name through the mud in every conceivable fashion on Instagram, the reality star wasn't thinking about taking Kardashian's child away from him. Quite the opposite, in fact. While she was in court, asking a judge to make it illegal for Kardashian to bully her in public or share naked pictures of her in public, Chyna was just fine with letting Rob care for their daughter. And this was a point Chyna reiterated in an interview on Monday with Nightline. "I would never try to take Dream from her dad," Chyna told the ABC program. "Hopefully, me and Rob can learn to have common ground and be the best co-parents as we can be." Pretty impressive and mature response, isn't it? Chyna is not concerned about Dream being around Rob. She has said he's a good father, there are nannies around when the baby is with him and she hasn't had any reason to be concerned, Bloom told Entertainment Tonight, adding last night, "We did not ask for the baby to be part of the restraining order. We just want him to stay away from her and to stop cyberbullying her." Elsewhere in the interview, Chyna responded to critics who thinks she can't take issue with Rob releasing nude photos of her because she formerly worked as an adult dancer. "Just because of something that I used to do, I shouldn't be bullied to say, okay, well, you used to do this, so you deserve that," she said of the 3 photos Rob shared with his nearly 10 million Instagram followers last week. In California, revenge porn is a misdemeanor, punishable by a $1,000 fine or up to 6 months in jail. As Bloom then explained to Lindsay Davis. First of all, she has not posted pictures of her genitals in the past. Secondly, any explicit photos that she may have chosen to post in the past, that's her choice. In this Nightline interview, Chyna also reiterated allegations that Rob has been physically violent with her in the past. "Rob has hit me before. Yes. This was in April." In response to these charges, Kardashian has fired back, saying Chyna actually assaulted him last December, choking him with an iPhone charger and smacking him with a metal rod. In court documents obtained by E! News, Chyna claimed Rob punched her and made multiple suicide threats over the past few months. She said he threatened to kill himself multiple times in text messages since we broke up in December 2016, trying to manipulate me to respond to his outbursts. Speaking to Nightline, Chyna said, "I take his threats seriously because he showed me his gun at his house," explaining in detail how she wants her ex-lover to get help. Of the professional variety. "I have been telling Rob to get help and go to therapy since June 2016, she said. "To my knowledge, Rob has not seen a licensed therapist. I am in fear of this angry, volatile, vindictive man, who has physically attacked me and tried to humiliate me so publicly. I am embarrassed by his posts. I ask for orders of protection so that I can live my life in peace and free of fear of him." As for various claims, some made by Rob, that Chyna used him for fame and fortune, Chyna doesn't get it. She says the timelines don't even add up. "I was already Blac Chyna before the Kardashians," she said. When Lindsay Davis asked how Blac felt about having the only child to carry on the Kardashian name, Chyna smiled and replied, "I never really thought about that until everybody else made it a big deal. I was just having a baby with the person that I cared about."